Hey there, welcome. It's been a minute since I've been on here and recorded a video. I have had, much like everybody else, many changes in my life. And so this is an update. This is an offering, a brand new offering, a couple of different offerings that I have thrown together. And I'm very excited to share these with you. But first, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Tasha Salinas and I am my brand. That's all I can say. I'm a human who understands and embodies who I am to the nth degree. I like to believe that I'm living from the state of enlightenment. And I know that's wild. I know that's wild. Who says that? To really live from the perspective and the knowing of who you are, akin to what Jesus taught. Living and existing and having a life similar to what he preached about back in those days and what religion has taken and ran rampant with. I believe the message is extremely simple, and I think it describes where we are in terms of human evolution and the evolution of human consciousness. Anyway, all that to say, a little bit more about me. I have my notes right here because your girl is rusty. So anyway, former pastor. I'm a former pastor in the Christian church. I was raised in the Christian church. I am no longer professing to be a Christian. I am a Christed one, is who I am. And so you're going to hear that come out in the way that I speak. And I know I've said this a million times, but again, every time I start fresh, I want to reintroduce myself to reintroduce myself to you as to who I am and why I say the things that I do. So, who gave her the authority to say the things that she does? God. The I am. I say what I'd like, what I feel is true. And that is kind of what brings me to the topic today. Former pastor, I'm also an intuitive channel. I channel from the center of the universe, the galactic center, the center of the galaxy, actually, more than the universe. And I say that because of my astrological chart. I'm not saying that because I decided to grab a phrase out of the ethers, but no, I've intuitively learned astrology. I've had multiple consultations. It is plain as day. I am a channel of higher consciousness. And what that means is that I have claircognizance. My psyche is open and I have gifts of the psyche, but Tasha's main mode or preferred automatic mode of channeling is just allowing my mind to be so open, allow the energy to kind of plop in and then come out in words, and that's how I channel intuitively. And so, if you've ever been in conversation with me and I've said something, or just the way that I am, or how you feel around me, like you've picked up on that energy, or even if you've only ever seen me on the other side of a screen, the same thing applies. I transmit energy. We all do. But where I am, knowing who I am, the way that my energy runs through my body, the way energy runs through my body, it's felt, it's picked up, it's sensed, and it's for a reason and a purpose. Who am I? I am the voice of the awakening. We are all waking up to who we actually are. And when you wake up from a bad dream or maybe a deep sleep and you blink, things look a little wild. Sometimes my voice is the first one that you hear as you're blinking awake anew. So, welcome to that. Also, I am a philosophically minded individual. I'm extremely intellectual. That also is in my birth chart. Um, I have kind of mastered the intellect, so to speak. And not that I know everything, I absolutely do not. But I have a very easy way of filtering information through my mind and my process of psychoanalysis of the psyche is my thing. I'm also MBTI certified Five Voices instructor. I've worked for various state agencies facilitating transformative concepts all centered around self-awareness. So here we are in the state, and I was a former pastor in the church. Here we go. And now what am I doing today? What is she doing today? Recording. And also, I'm operations manager at United Life Centers for Spiritual Living here in Oklahoma City. We meet every Sunday at 1 p.m. in person. Yours truly leads a sound bath at 12:30, and so of course I'd love to see you. Okay? This is a 75-minute introduction. But here we are. Why am I here? What am I sharing? Well, I have had this vision and this dream from jump to have curious conversations. And so at times in my journey, and I'm still on it, listen, we're all human. We're shoulder to shoulder these days. We're not in this hierarchical, however you say the word, in this hierarchy of things, right? We're not looking for another Jesus, another guru. It's all of us. So curious conversations kind of levels the playing fields. It allows me to express my gifting the way that I've been gifted to do so, but then also to invite you guys, anybody, literally anybody who can hear my voice voice or see these words to ask questions that might be on your mind, and just let me see what comes through. And it can be a dialogue. And so the overarching theme is curious conversations with Tasha, which she speaks. That's my thing. Let's chat. Right? So the way that I want to do that is a couple of different ways. I'm going to keep going on this YouTube channel. It's going to be this format. It's just going to be me talking. You're going to send me questions because you will. And I have a bunch of people already asking things. So I'm like, I've already got a repository of things people would like to just talk about as friends. So curious conversations right here online on my YouTube channel. I gotcha, right? We're looking at maybe 15, 20, 25 minutes max, whatever, however long it takes to talk through that, me by myself. Then the big is once a month, I'm going to host Curious Conversations live in person. And it's free, but with a suggested donation because your girl got to pay her mortgage. But anyway, so that's an in person event. And right now, I envision it being extremely simple, a conversation, almost like not quite town hall because that's dumb, but think of that sort of format. Like people are asking questions and we're having like a dialogue. This is one that I'm hosting, and I'll have parameters as far as like the intent for that time: curiosity, respect, integrity, but information for the intellect, so that you, as the person listening or in the room, in the space during that conversation, there will be energetic transmissions going on. So whether you know it or not, your soul will have brought you there for that moment to hear that information, because it's either going to plant seeds that will sprout in you later. It'll catalyze the growth of everybody in that room, because when the water in the harbor rises, all boats rise. So we are growing and evolving together. And when we blast down the walls of separation, whether it be the wall of a screen or the walls in our minds, when we break those down and we actually breathe together, there is life there. And we don't need religion anymore. We just simply need conversation and compassion. And all hell is finna break loose. And that's why I've kind of been stopping myself from recording this video, because as a channel and as an intuitive, I get higher consciousness messages. And there are things breaking down. First and foremost, a lot of you guys are breaking down from the inside out. Great. And there's a lot going on breaking down on the outside. Great. But where we meet in the middle is our conscious awareness of responding or reacting to the world around us. So when we come together with intention and with purpose, and when we are led well with integrity, miracles happen instantaneously. And we'll talk about that. So in person. And then I'm looking at podcast. I already have a podcast. I have a couple of podcasts, but this one around curious conversations. So this is going to be a one-on-one. Still trying to decide if we want a video podcast or audio only. Y'all let me know what you want, because this is a conversational thing. So put it in the comments below what you would prefer: a podcast visual, like, podcast like a cute setup, me and so, and just having rotating guests, high caliber consciousness, genius type guests that are just in our community. Like literally, y'all are amazing and you deserve to be seen and heard, especially those of you in the conscious community. Am I right? Can I get an amen? Anyway, so podcast. So send your questions to that and topics and ideas that you'd like to talk about. Sex is definitely on the table to talk about. Please and thank you. And then the big ticket thing, like if you're like, you know what, I'm burning the plow, I'm all in. I don't know where I'm at, but I'm here and I need some help, and I like Tasha and we resonate. I offer Enlightenment coaching. It's a one-on-one package. It's not super cheap, but it is affordable, because when you understand who you are, when you know the game, you cannot be played. So a one-on-one enlightenment coaching package with me guarantees you that you will stumble your way into the light, so to speak, but you're not alone. I'm not teaching you what to think or how to do, or I'm not above you or nothing like that. This is a reflection. This is a clear mirror into what your soul wants to know. And again, you're not alone, but if I'm your guide, you know it. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. And in my journey, that's still happening. We never stop as long as we have breath in this density, in this dimension. And we're going to get creepy and we're going to get weird and we're going to talk energetics because that's what your girl does. We're in the third dimension, the third realm of density in the term of realms, right? So we're on a trajectory here. There's a lot of us who are here next to you having conversations with you that are living from the 5D perspective. Hello, hi, welcome, nice to meet you. The perspective of unity. So enlightenment coaching is going to expose the duality in your psyche and help you bring that together. Physician, heal thyself. Wash the inside of the cup. Things like that. So anyway, that's our package. That's our enlightenment coaching one-on-one package with me. I have two spots. It's incredibly intense. It's an intensive for both of us, and we gonna grow, baby. We gonna birth each other out if you're in. So if you're in, get a hold of me. I'll have all the ways down below. You can get a hold of me. I think I have everything. Oh, okay. So I'm going to say the date of the in-person Curious conversation, the first one. I'm looking at tentatively July 12th. And that is right around the corner. So that's why this video is going out today. And also that's right around the corner because there's a lot going on this week. I don't fear monger. I tell the truth. I tell what's coming through. And I'm not predicting or showing premonition. I just know the catalytic shifts that are on the way. It's hard to decipher, and I will not try right now to decipher specifically what those are going to be because everybody's different. Every situation is different. But on a global scale, something about to go down. Something nationally, globally. I'm not surprising you with this. Just turn on the TV and you'll see what I'm talking about. But in light of the independence of America and the current situation in America, there's a lot going on. So allow your consciousness to lead the way. Welcome to the new reality. I love to say that I'm a thought leader, but we create our thoughts. We create our reality. So choose wisely what you say, what you think, but know who you are. And from that space, we have the opportunity to take full advantage of the dancing of these stars above our head to manifest the life of our dreams. Stay tuned and I'll show you how. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.